My personal favorite piece of media is animation. More specifically, it's an anime show entitled One Piece. It's a fictional show about the world of pirates and all the adventures that they go through in between. Now, the first time I heard about this anime was by an Instagram poster, or influencer rather, by the name of RDC World 1. And what he was talking about was pretty much the dependable characters that are in anime. And I found it remarkable because our values in what anime is and what it should be are that, hey, maybe you are here for a reason. And Luffy is one of the characters that gives this such a life because of his personality. Luffy is the type of person that refuses to give up. He is truly the embodiment of perseverance itself. His Gum Gum fruit is pretty much the ability to have the power of rubber. He bounces back from any situation. And as an audience member, it gives you a sense of purpose and belonging. Like, I can really relate to this. I know how you feel. I've been in that situation. I've been with my head down and I've been wanting to give up, but I know I can't, because if I do, then what did I do all this hard work for at the end of the day? And that makes me feel like this is why I love this show. Never have I watched a show and actually felt like I truly belong with the characters of that show. I feel as if I am a member of the Straw Hat crew, and that belonging that they give you in from watching that show is another reason as to why this show is amazing. Their goals become your goals. You feel like you want the characters to succeed in every mission that they go on. You want them to win. You want Zoro to become the Grand Master Swordsman. You want Luffy to become the Pirate King. You want Sanji to be the best cook in the East Blue and go all over and grab fish from everywhere and cook them in a bountiful meal, because at the end of the day, they have made you feel welcome and you feel as though you need your friends to be great because it would make them happy, and that would genuinely make you happy. And at that point, you can't do nothing more than just watch on as an audience member and wish that this was somehow in real life. And it makes you feel like there are more valuable lessons in the manner in which they show you the trials and tribulations that everybody goes through. Like, for example, Luffy was fighting one of their main antagonists, and at that point in his life, he wasn't strong enough to truly beat them. Like, it could not have been done, and because of that, Luffy took great damage, and he was withered away to the point where he couldn't get up off the ground, and he needed help. But since there was no one around him, no one could help him. Somehow, by the fates choosing, Zoro managed to stumble across Luffy at that island that they were on. He finds Luffy, and the man that is uh, inducing this torture onto Luffy is there. He says, "Listen, I can help your captain. I can give you his pain, so that way when he wakes up, he will at that point be in no more trauma and he will be 100% healthy." Zoro says, "Okay, let's do it." The man says, "I'll give you 1/10 of his pain as an example to the testament of how much he's gone through since he's come on this island." Zoro says, "All right, not a problem." He takes that pain, and in that moment, Zoro understood what it was to be the captain of the Straw Hats. He saw and felt just how much pain Luffy was in. And to remind you, it was only 1/10 of what Luffy was actually going through. So the fact that he looked at that 10th and said, you know what, if I can take this off of Luffy's back and make it an easier day for him, I'll do that, because that's my captain. And that's the love that we have for each other as a group. At the end of that story, Zoro actually did end up taking all of Luffy's pain. And from there, Zoro stood as solid as possible, like a statue almost, and literally did not move, because his body was in such a pain that he has never experienced before. He didn't know if he could move. So he just stood there, and a character by the name of Sanji looked up and walked up to him and said, "What happened to you?" And he said, "Nothing." To be able to say nothing after you just been affected by all that pain that you just took from your captain and not even tell a soul, Those are the type of people that we need in this world, to be able to do something for the right reasons, the most purest reasons, just to be able to take a little bit of edge off of somebody's back and not care about the reward that's possible after. You're not thinking of the reward, you're thinking about the person, to truly be able to think about someone. That is why I truly love this show, because it makes you think that, hey, maybe animation can have a positive influence on the world that we live in. Thank you. Have a good day.